You are watching Influence Media, PSI TV, the Netflix of biz brands.
My guest today is Precious Brown. She is a vibrant woman, the author of 4 interactive self-help workbooks. She has also co-authored 5 best-selling anthologies. Her voice has now transitioned from the page to the stage. She is on a strategic mission to alleviate generational poverty. And it is my joy to have her here and share her with my audience and all of you today. Precious, thank you for being my guest.
Thank you so much, Miss Trudy, for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
Fantastic. Now, Precious, I interview people who I've deemed are the movers and shakers in their space, which I believe you are. So now I understand from researching you that you're helping others climb to new heights in their journey to dream, fulfillment, and greatness. Now, who are these others that you're helping?
Well, mainly it is women, but they're authors, coaches, entrepreneurs of all in all spaces. And women gravitate towards me, of course, because I'm a woman, but mainly because I think I create a safe space for them to learn and grow as they build their business. So that is the bulk of who I serve.
So women in business.
Women in business, or they're thinking that they want to turn their side hustle into a business.
Okay, all right. So there we go. So the other thing though is it's not just the women in business, because I also saw that you helped authors and coaches monetize their message and convert those messages into profitable coaching programs. Tell us about these profitable coaching programs and how do you actually help them to do something like that?
So I believe that every story of overcoming has a process. And in that process, you can teach someone various aspects of living a better life. So I teach them how to identify what story to use and how to convert that into a step-by-step process that they can share with their clients to be.
Now, okay, I get you on that. Now, when I was researching into it, I also came across a profit planning party. And seems like you have them all the time because I saw that you actually even collect a wait list. So tell us about the profit planning party.
So the profit planning party is designed to help business women, entrepreneurs, authors, coaches begin to align or streamline their revenue that they're bringing in and being more intentional about how they generate that revenue, at what times during the year, and then be able to allocate it so that it is working for the business and not running the business out of money.
Yes, because sometimes cash flow is just as important as how much cash you bring in, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Good, good. All right. So now it's not right. So I'd like you to just speak to those people who think they can hide behind a logo.
I want you to know it is not possible. Here's the thing about being in business. People like interaction, right? At some point, you're going to have to serve the customer, whether it's a delivery, whether you're service-based, no matter what it is, at some point, a customer, you're going to be in contact with them. And guess what? Your service is what they're going to remember. They're not buying into the name of the thing. They're buying into the vision and the mission of the business, which you embody. So just know that the logo will not hide you.
Yeah, because people like to do business with people they know, like, and trust.
Absolutely.
And long before a company like a Facebook or an Apple becomes known by the brand name, they know it by the person. Everybody knows Mark Zuckerberg. They probably know him as much as they know Facebook.
Absolutely.
So, but yeah, but a lot of people don't get that right away. So I'm glad you're teaching that. I'm very glad you're teaching that. Now, Miss Precious, you are the author of many books, as I introduced you, many books of your own and also anthologies. But for our show, I wanted to zero in on your book to business, how to successfully convert and market your manuscript. And I understand it's a workbook for nonfiction writers. Now, this is a big promise that an
Mhm.
author can convert and market their manuscript. First of all, what do you mean by convert? And
Mhm.
is this workbook a kind of a marketing 101 walkthrough?
Not really. So what I mean by convert is simply taking your message, your story, identifying, like I said earlier, the what is the step-by-step process and what is the end result. Once that's identified, we can put language along with activities so that you can create a program and then we can monetize it based on the audience and the result that you promise you can get your clients. As far as the marketing piece, what happens with that is once you start to show up and share your story, your experience, you will attract your people that you are trying to work with, and that will become the marketing piece. So the more you show up, the more people again get to know, like, and trust you, the more they'll buy into what it is that you may eventually offer them. So that the book really just takes you through that process, and of course, you and I both know being in business, there's a lot more to marketing. So it just gets you started.
So let's hang with that thought for a second. Clearly you have a coaching program. You mentioned you have the umbrella program and you have the coaching program. But is this book the kind of book that if somebody grabbed it, they could almost have a sort of DIY help?
Absolutely.
Okay.
It is set up specifically, excuse me, it is set up specifically for the DIY or the person that is really not really sure what they want to do as they begin to share their story. I wrote it for authors that wanted to convert into being coaches, but they didn't know what they would teach. They knew their process and what had happened for them. So I helped them map out exactly how that could become a program learning about self-love or some type of life coaching skill or service.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. So you had the umbrella brand and you have all this. So forgive me if I'm getting this piece wrong, but
Mm-hmm.
it seemed like as I'm researching you, you're the founder of something called the CEO Success Society. Did I get that right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Absolutely.
so tell us about that group.
The CEO Success Society is really where I go every day. It is my office. And the people that are a part of that community, I share with them different tips, tools, strategies to help them build their business. It's mainly aspiring and emerging entrepreneurs who are getting started. Like, what is this thing called entrepreneurship? What am I supposed to be doing? First, second, third, every day, right? So there is where I share those types of tips and tools. I have open Q&As. I have teaching nights. I also highlight the members that are doing amazing things, like most of the women in there.
Well, I want to just put this plug here for you because I interview a lot of people on this show, as you can imagine, and many of them are serving people further down the line.
Mhm.
And in fact, many of them are, serving people so further down the line that they really don't want to deal with the startups. They don't, they're people who they don't know what it means to do a funnel or whatever. They don't know what it means. What do you mean I have to have a Facebook page? They don't want to deal with those people. So, I think you're serving a very important space because those people won't be further down the line for them if they don't get started, right? And
Right.
and the and I just did a paper and the Small Business Association said what percentage? Like more than 20% of businesses fail in their first year, which
Sure.
means that startup piece is where they need the biggest support.
Mhm. Mhm.
So I applaud you. I applaud you for that.
Well, thank you.
So I want to talk about the CEO setup real quick. Um, that is the website, guys. If you want to connect with Precious, she does have a link tree which will take you to a lot of places, but go to the CEO setup. There are some great tools, especially if you're getting ready to build your business. Tell us about what they can find at the CEO setup.
You will get an amazing 3-part series, video series, where I walk you through the first 6 phases of business. And it starts with the foundation, your marketing, your branding, your income, right? Because that's one of the most important, your people, and then your products and services, and what that looks like. Because what I found is that when we first get started, I mean, first of all, we all have to remember we were new sometime at some point. So, and that's one of the reasons that I help the startups. But once you get going, once you have that idea, you don't always know the step-by-step processes. So I just wanted to give them some meaty tools that would help them and allow them to get quick wins as they build, so that they're not discouraged in the process.
Mm. Wow. Precious, there's no way we could explore everything, especially in the time frame we have for TV, but is there anything else that you'd like to share?
Absolutely. Those of you that are out there that are starting and you may feel like you've already been defeated, know that there is help on the other side. Know that as long as you stay in alignment with you and your business and your vision, guess what? Your people are going to see you clearly and you will flourish in no time.
Absolutely. If I can add to that real quick, a lot of times people think, well, so-and-so is already doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Why should I do that? Because somebody's already doing it. And in fact, that was me a little over a decade ago. And I remember the Lord said to me very clearly, forgive me if your people aren't. He told me, he said, wouldn't it be sad if there was never another song made? For all the hit songs that are out there, wouldn't it be sad if there was never another song made? And then another follow-up to that I got was, as a mom, if I'm in a room and I say, come on, kids, let's go, only my kids are going to follow me. If you turn around and say, come on, kids, let's go, only your kids are going to follow you. And you've said more than once in this interview that your people will find you. And I want to just support and endorse that your people will find you. It may take you a little while to figure that out, but trust me, they will find you. They will absolutely find you. Well, thank you so much for being my guest today, Miss Precious Brown. She is this coach and author and best-selling author, and wow, all this stuff going on. So if you are a startup or thinking about turning that side hustle into something new, or an author who wants to convert your stuff into an income generating manuscript, sounds like this is the place for you to go. The CEOsetup.com, that will be in the credits for you guys. Precious Brown, my absolute fantastic guest today, the CEOsetup.com. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for having me. It was amazing.